We are now going to tell the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, but we need your help to make it come to life.
Can you go and find a teddy bear, a pillow, a bowl and a wooden spoon, and some sticks or clothes pegs? And if you need to ask an adult for help, then please do.
So we don't have a teddy bear, but we have my bear slipper. We have a bowl and a wooden spoon. Make sure it's a wooden spoon, not a metal one. We have our clothes pegs, and we have a pillow.
Now that we have all our objects, I want you to lay them out in front of you just like we have, and they're also ready to use now. And whenever we speak about walking, I want you to stomp on the ground like this. Yeah, well done.
Whenever we mention baby bear, I want you to hold up your teddy bear.
Whenever we mention beds, I want you to lie down on your pillow just like this.
Whenever we mention porridge, I want you to roll your spoon around your bowl like this.
And lastly, if we speak about something breaking, I want you to drop your pegs and sticks onto a hard surface just like this. And make sure that you can ask an adult where you can drop them, because we don't want you getting in trouble.
Now we have all of our actions, we want to introduce our characters and show you how we can use music to make them come to life.
Firstly, there's Goldilocks. She's a young happy girl who's skipping through the forest at the beginning of the story. We wanted to create some music that makes you think of this, and this is what we call a motif. We think her motif would sound like this. Every time you hear this, you'll know that it's Goldilocks, and in the story, you can imagine a picture of her.
Our other three characters are a family of bears. There's Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear, and Baby Bear, who we've already mentioned. Lloyd is going to think of a motif for each bear using different pitches. Pitch just means how high or low we play notes.
For example, this is a high pitch, and this is a low pitch.
As Daddy Bear is a big bear, he needs a low grumbly motif, which is going to sound like this. Mummy Bear is a bit smaller and less grumpy than Daddy Bear, so her motif will be a bit higher and more delicate and will sound like this. And lastly, we have Baby Bear. As Baby Bear is very small and cuddly, like the teddies you'll be holding up, his motif will be high and like a lullaby that you would sing to a baby. It's going to sound like this. Now we have our characters and our actions, we're almost ready to start telling our story.
Let's have a practice first. If I were to mention porridge in the story, what would you do? Yeah, we'd mix our porridge around in our bowl. Very good. And if I was to mention a chair to break in the story, what would you do? That's right, we would drop our pegs. And if I were to mention walking in the story, what do you think you would do? Yeah, good. And what about if I were to mention a bed in the story? What do you think you would do? And if I were to mention baby bear in the story, what would you do? Wee baby bear. Okay, so we're ready to go. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks. She went for a walk in the forest. And pretty soon, she came upon a house. She knocked on the door, and when no one answered, she walked in. At the table, there were 3 bowls of porridge. Goldilocks was very hungry. She tasted the porridge from the first bowl. "This porridge is far too hot," she exclaimed. So she tasted the porridge from the second bowl. "This porridge is too cold," she said. So she tried the last bowl of porridge. "Ah, this porridge is just right," she said happily, and she ate it all up. After she had eaten all the porridge, Goldilocks started to feel really tired. She walked into the living room where she saw 3 chairs. She sat in the first chair to rest her feet. "This chair is too hard," she exclaimed. So she sat in the second chair. "This chair is far too lumpy," she said. And she tried the smallest chair. "This chair is just right," she said. But as she settled down into the chair to rest it, the chair broke into loads of pieces. Goldilocks was very, very tired at this point, so she went upstairs to the bedroom. She lay down on the first bed, but it was far too hard. She lay down on the second bed, but it was far too soft. So she lay on the third bed, and yes, you've guessed it, it was just right. And Goldilocks fell asleep. As she was sleeping, the 3 bears came home.
"Someone's been eating my porridge," growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's been eating my porridge," said Mummy Bear. "Someone's been eating my porridge, and they've eaten it all up," cried Baby Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Mummy Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair and they've broken it into pieces," cried Baby Bear. They decided to look around some more and went upstairs to the bedroom. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's been been sleeping in my bed," said Mummy Bear. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and she's still here," exclaimed Baby Bear. Just then, Goldilocks woke up and saw the three bears.
She screamed, "Help!" and jumped and ran out of the room. Goldilocks ran down the stairs, opened the door, and ran into the forest. And she never saw the three bears again. The end.
Thank you for joining in on our story and helping us with the actions. We would love to see videos of you doing your different actions or making up different motifs for the characters. You can then get an adult to send them to our Facebook page and we will pick our favourite one.